The power of medicinal mushrooms. I want to introduce you to the Spirit of Health brand. Yes, you heard that right, our very own brand. We're coming out with a lot of products that are going to have the Spirit of Health name, which means the Spirit of Health quality. And we actually are starting with medicinal mushrooms. And so why Spirit of Health brand? Well, for a lot of you, thousands of people out there, it's a brand you already trust. You know, I'm a naturopath. I've been doing this for over a decade. I'm all about as close to the way God created it as possible, getting the absolute best products that God gave us in nature, and with as little processing as possible, getting them into a bottle so that the power of healing is released in you. And so our medicinal mushrooms are awesome. Of course, they're the best quality. I have a few of them here to just show you. We have more than this, but I just wanted to highlight these few and share with you why I think they're the best. So why medicinal mushrooms? Medicinal mushrooms are well-known, well-researched. They've been used for thousands of years, especially in Chinese medicine. Contrary to popular belief or what you might hear out there, there's actually thousands, yes, thousands of documented, published research studies out there on the benefits of medicinal mushrooms. And I'm going to tell you just a few of my favorite. Probably the main reason people take medicinal mushrooms is for the benefits to the immune system. And so again, well-proven, well-researched to help increase immune function, white blood cell activity. We know that they're anti-cancer, anti-tumor. They modulate the immune system. This is what's crucially important to understand, is they're immunomodulators, which means even somebody with an autoimmune type of condition can take and benefit from medicinal mushrooms. So that's amazing, because you don't want to overly ramp up or increase immune activity in somebody with an autoimmune condition. So mushrooms are a great choice for those individuals. Now, another reason for medicinal mushrooms, and they all kind of have their own varying benefits. I love Chaga. That's this one right here. I love Chaga. I'll never forget the first time I took Chaga Mushroom. I was in Canada with Dr. Cass Ingram from North American Urban Spice, and we were 400 miles from the nearest road, and we were harvesting Chaga mushrooms out of the trees and picking berries, hopefully before the bears would get to them. I mean, it was an epic, like, life-changing type of a trip. And I had never had Chaga mushroom tea before. They weren't serving coffee. And so I got up, I got this tea, I poured it, I drank it, and just this immediate mental clarity and focus, and it was almost like somebody turned a light switch on. And I'll just never forget that moment, because it was so powerful, it was so profound. And so Chaga mushroom is very good for immune function, but also extremely powerful for the mind and for clarity and for focus. And so that's why I take a lot of Chaga mushroom. I was just going to show you that we have these open. A couple cool things about these mushrooms, I'm just going to take a little shot here, is a couple really neat things about these mushroom formulas is that they're double extracted. So mushrooms break down the constituents mainly through hot water. So you absolutely have to do a hot water extract to get the benefits out of the mushrooms. But they go a step further. They do a double extraction. They do the hot water extraction, and then they do alcohol. So alcohol is a lot stronger extraction, but you can't do that first, because you'll actually damage or destroy a lot of the constituents that are in the mushroom. So you do the hot water first, and then you do alcohol. And a lot of you may or may not know this, but there's so many products out there on the market that are mushrooms that are really, really poor quality. And honestly, you don't know unless you really research it and know the company. They have the fancy packaging, the fancy marketing, and you'll find out that they're growing them on wood or trees. They're grinding up and including the wood in the product. They're only using the mycelium, which has its benefit, but they're not really using a lot of the mushroom, the actual mushroom, which is the fruiting body. So again, the benefit of these and why we created our own line and we wanted to give you the best of the best is we have the double extraction. You're getting the fruiting body. It's 100% pure. And also, we don't strain everything out. You'll actually notice if you take this that there's some particles in there. There's some things in there. Well, it's the mushrooms. We want you to get the whole benefit. And a lot of companies, they extract everything out because they want you to think that it's, it's the purest, it's the cleanest, whatever. But like we actually want you to get all of the benefits of those constituents. So this is alcohol-based. And so you can just take it straight under the tongue like I just did. But you can also put it in hot water, boil some water, and then add the mushrooms, take it off the heat, add the mushrooms, and it'll evaporate out the alcohol. And so that's another way to take it if you don't want the alcohol in it. I also want to mention lion's mane. I mean, lion's mane is probably the most popular medicinal mushroom because of how well it's known to help with brain function. And who doesn't need help with their brain function? So I take this one. We all need to take this one. But it's actually known to help with neurodegenerative diseases. It actually does it by actually repairing neurons, repairing nerve cells and nerve damage. It's going to help with memory, focus and clarity, along with Chaga. Why not take both? So lion's mane, very, very, very potent, especially for neurological conditions or anything related to brain health. And then the main one that I think you guys could maybe just start with is this Power Immunity formula. Now, Power Immunity is a blend of all the medicinal mushrooms, all the best ones. And so what I don't have here is we actually have a reishi, a straight reishi, and we actually have a cordyceps, which a lot of athletes take for strength and stamina, endurance and respiratory function. So again, they all have their individual benefits, but if you just kind of want the best of all of them, just start with this Power Immunity. It's a blend, it's got them all, it's fantastic. I'll take a little shot of this one too. I'm taking mushrooms all day. I start my morning with a tea, a hot tea. And in my hot tea, I put shilajit resin. It's the black tar. It's like a pitch. It's the actual shilajit resin. It's so powerful and loaded with minerals. I do adaptogen power, which is one of our blends. I do testosterone booster powder. All men, I should say, over 40 at least should probably be taking something for their testosterone. I definitely notice a difference. A lot of women actually need testosterone too. But then I add the mushrooms in too. So it's like a powerful way to start your day with lots of minerals and adaptogens and mushrooms. And so that's just a little tip if you want a little hot tea recipe to start your morning off right. And so, yeah, that's really it. I just wanted to introduce you to these medicinal mushrooms. I wanted to let you know that Spirit of Health is now going to be branding products, kind of starting with these. Again, you're going to get only the best of the best because that's what we're all about, and that's what we've been about for almost 15 years now. We started in 2010. So I just pray that they help you, they heal you, that you continue to shift towards God's medicine and the utilization of creation and all the amazing things God gave to us. Shift away from reliance on a man-made medical system that is not helpful in bringing you to optimal health. Let me just leave it at that. So check them out in our retail store here in Grandview, Missouri, online. These are available now. I encourage you to check them all out. I didn't talk about it here, but we also have a lymphatic system formula, a lymphatic tincture for your lymphatic system. And so that is going to be a Spirit of Health brand lymph formula as well. And again, more to come. So I pray that these help you and they bring health and healing and life to you. And thank you for watching.